Hello, it is now week 3 and I wanted to do an update, except I haven't really read anything today because I've had major headaches all day, so I haven't been at work and I haven't listened to anything. I haven't actually read anything, so I've slept a lot. I'm feeling a lot better now, as you can probably tell. So yeah, progress, nothing. So I just wanted to let you know that is that. Hopefully tomorrow I will make a good amount of progress on Black Magic Sanction, and hopefully I'll also manage to finish the Fireman. I don't have training tomorrow, so I should be able to listen to something when I get home. I think I have a long day tomorrow because I think the next 2 days I won't be off work until 4:30. And on Thursday I won't be home until 8 or something like that. So, but I think I've already talked about it. Or I may not have. Now I have. Anyway, see ya. Hi friends, it is now Tuesday. I just came back from work almost. Like, it's 6 p.m. And I just wanted to do an update. I forgot to actually check how far in I am on my audio. But I will say it's probably, I think I have 3.5 hours left. I think I saw that before going out, and it's a 9.5 hour audio. So I think I've listened to about 6 hours. 6 hours and 5 minutes is possibly what I've been listening so far. Anyway, so I think I listened to at least an hour and a half today, if not 2 hours and a half. I don't think I was very much further than 3 hours today. I was definitely not 4 hours in, but yeah. Now I'm on 6 hours, so that's great. I've enjoyed listening to this book so far. I think a lot of things have happened that I'm very interested in. Things happen to Rachel that I hate, but that is because some people in these books are terrible people, and I hate them, and they're still the worst. And then other people I really, really care about. So yeah, and I actually got a little teary-eyed on the car on the way home today because something happened that I didn't see coming. So yeah, we'll see how it all ends up. Right now, one of them is grieving, so it's drunk, and yeah. Otherwise, I haven't been reading anything, but I'm gonna go and make dinner now, and I'll be listening to the Fireman, and I'll also be doing the dishes because I didn't do them yesterday. So I have a little bit of audio time now, and I will finish that and finish dinner. So I'm ready to watch some handball later today because now the World Cup has started and I'm very excited about that. This was my quick update for today. Also, before I leave, does anyone else have issues? I don't know if anyone else of my subscribers who also does YouTube videos ever uses the iPhone app, iMovies on your phone, because I haven't been able to go on iMovies since Saturday. I have tried everything, literally everything. I have obviously I've shut down the app completely. I tried it again. I have shut down my phone, opened it, tried to open the app again. I have updated the app from App Store, so that is the newest edition, and tried it again. I have updated my phone with the newest software edition and tried it again, and nothing works. I haven't been able to get on, and it's so freaking annoying because I have some video that is half an hour long that I edited 20 minutes out of on Saturday. Yes, I feel like that's a lot of time spent editing that, and that's wasted because it's on iMovies. I can't get on iMovies and move it to my computer and export it and move it to my computer. And otherwise, I have moved the raw file to my computer now. Not like removed it, but I've made a copy so I can do it on my computer now. But I just don't like editing the rough editing on my computer because there will be mistakes. And I noticed that the vlog that I did yesterday had a few errors because yeah, that I won't usually do. At least. And that's annoying. But hopefully I'll get used to this, because I don't know when I'll be able to use the app on my phone again, and my iPad is not compatible with iMovies. So yeah, that is that. A little bit of gripe today, but we'll see how it all manages to go. And it means that I didn't get to post 2 videos last week, and it's something that really bothers me, because one of my goals is to upload at least 2 videos a week, and that blew out of the water when I couldn't upload the statistics video. So that, we'll see if I manage to upload 2 videos this week, because I also didn't film very much this weekend. So yeah, anyway, see you later. Bye. It's 10 minutes past 7 now, and I finished the Fireman, finally. I wasn't sure if I was going to finish it today, but I did. Overall, I mean, there was definitely parts of it where I was really into the story, and as a whole, I thought it was a pretty good story. I just think it was a little too long in places. So it could have been cut down a little bit, and it would have been a funnier or a better story, I think. So I think I'm landing on about a 3.5 stars for this, but I did definitely enjoy it, and I did enjoy his writing style mostly, and I'm definitely interested in reading something else by him. And I do have Horns as well, so I'll get to that sometime later, but not next month. But I'm happy I have this chunky book off my TBR now, and I can focus on some other things. And yeah, so it's been a good day so far, and now I'm gonna get my dinner because it's smelling good, and I have to fill up my water bottle, and then I will be eating. So now you know that. Bye. Hi friends, it is now Wednesday, and so I wanted to do an update. I just finished eating dinner and have been at the gym, so now I'm about ready to go have a shower. I take a shower before I make dinner, but I was so hungry I needed food before I had a shower today, so that happened. Anyway, today I listened to quite a lot of Black Magic Sanction. I didn't think that I would finish it today because, let's face it, I had 3.5 hours left, and I hardly ever go past 2 hours. 2.5 hours is like the maximum usually. So yeah. But I think I have an hour left now, or something like that, and I'm 87% into it according to Goodreads. That's what I calculated my way to. And yeah, I've been enjoying it, as I said before, and I'm definitely eager to see how it's all gonna end up. There's been some backstabbing again towards Rachel, and yeah, I'm interested in seeing how it's all gonna end up. Otherwise, I have started today I've just started on Den Forkerte Død, or The Wrongful Death is the English title of this book, as it's been translated. I think it's coming out soon-ish. I think it's supposed to come out in March or something. I read the first 44 pages, and so far I am enjoying it. So far so good. I don't have a lot to say about it because I'm only like 45 pages into it, so it's hard to say what this book is going to be about exactly. But one of the things that it is talked about so far is that this person called Søren is a classmate of Philip's, and he's a big bully, and he was actually supposed to die in the first book when Philip ended up going to hell, because even though Søren was a bully, he ended up saving Søren, and so it ended up with Philip going to hell instead. And since then, a lot of things have happened, but he's gone back into the world, and Søren has stopped being a bully towards Philip. He is more like closer to a friend now, and something happens in the beginning of this that ends up with Søren accidentally dying way before his time, and that's why I think it's called The Wrongful Death. And So Philip has gone in search for answers and is trying to find his way to Søren to get him back into the real world. It's interesting so far. I am looking forward to see how it's all gonna end up. And yeah, this was my update for now. I'm gonna go have a shower now. I will see you later. Bye. Hello, it's now 10 p.m. and I realized I forgot to update you about a book. This morning I met at work half an hour later than I usually do, and I chose that half hour to read, and I read something from Lady of the Dead by Gretchen SB, and I am now 36% into that book. So yeah, I'm enjoying it still. I think that I like the characters. I'm not sure about the romance yet, but there's definitely something to the characters that I really enjoy. So I just wanted to let you know that I also read something from that. Now I'm gonna go to bed because I'm really, really tired. Tomorrow I'm also going to sleep about the same time as today. So I could sleep like half an hour more tomorrow, but I don't think I will. I don't sleep very well in the mornings. I always sleep best like now. So yeah, I have to go to a fair tomorrow. So I have like 3 hours of audio listening tomorrow as I am driving, because I have like 1 hour and a half, I think. I don't know if it's less than that, because now the highway is longer, like a longer stretch now. You can go on the highway exactly from my city and all the way to the city where I have to go now. So I don't know how much time that takes from it, so I might be able to get there in like an hour and 15 minutes possibly. So I think I'm gonna leave at about 7:15. It starts at 9. So that way I might be able to be there like half an hour, 20 minutes before, and I think that's fine. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow because it's not gonna end until 5. Then you have to take down the stand and possibly be there for, it will probably take like an hour and a half. Usually we've only had to take down like things that are our things and move it to in the moving van. But now our new boss, he wants us to put up and take down the entire stand by ourselves, as including walls and stuff. And so I don't know how much longer that will take and how technical it's going to be, but I can't leave, I think, until we finish that, and it might take an hour and a half. So I will be off at 6:30, and then I'll possibly be home at like 8, or something like that, maybe 8:30. So we'll see. Long day tomorrow, so I probably won't get a lot of reading in otherwise than the audio that I will listen to, but I will get 3 hours of audio in, so I'll definitely finish Black Magic Sanction tomorrow, and we'll see what audio I will pick up afterwards. I think it's going to be one of the shorter ones, just to feel like I get through something. So I'm going to pick one of the little shorter ones than the ones that I've been doing now, because I've just had 2 really long audios. The one with the Fireman has taken me like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks of reading, and Black Magic Sanction have taken me like a week now, I think. And yeah, so it'll be nice to finish that tomorrow. But it is this one was like 9.5 hours long, and I think the Fireman was 22 hours or something long. So in my speed it was 11 hours long, so it does take quite a long time to get through it, and I only listen to it when I do stuff at home, so that's why it took a lot longer. So I will definitely be getting back to you tomorrow. This was a longer update than I anticipated, but yeah. See you. Bye. Good evening. It is now Thursday evening at 10:30 p.m. I wanted to update you on my reading for the day. I am so tired, so yeah. I finished Black Magic Sanction by Kim Harrison, book 8 in the Hollow series, and I ended up enjoying this a whole lot. It was a lot of fun being back in this world, and I think a lot of the issues that I had with this 7th one were solved. Some of them. There are still some things that I'd like some answers to, but I think they're gonna come in the next coming books. There's so many things that happens in these books. Like, these are like almost 500 pages and they're very fast paced. So like stuff is happening all the time. You cannot be certain then that it's gonna go this or that way. It just takes turns all the time, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this series. I think I'm on about a 4 stars for this book. So definitely on the way in a right track again. So I definitely enjoyed this. And on the way home, I finished this actually 5 minutes before I was at my destination today. Oh no, it was a little before that, but I did drive the wrong way a little bit. I missed the correct exit on the highway, so I ended up going a little too far and coming the back way. I mean, it was not that far off, but I had to go through the whole city instead of just coming out to the exhibition center. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to get there because I took the wrong exit, and at that exit I had to queue for like 15 minutes. So that was annoying, and it definitely took off some of the time, but I was there 5 to 10 minutes before the exhibition started, and so I made it. And then I left, I think at 6:30. It took an hour and a half to pull down the exhibition stand, so that was not too bad. And I started on My Tai'd Up by Alice Clayton, the last and final book in the cocktail series, because I wanted to start something short and something that I didn't need to think too much about while I was listening to it, because I'm pretty tired, and so I thought this would be a good one, and I might actually be able to finish this one tomorrow. Maybe. It's a short day, so I don't know. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed being back with this. I think it's a good story so far. It follows a girl who is just about to get married to this man called Charles, and she is her mother has basically all her life been wanting her to be this specific person, and she's always tried to do her best to grant her mother's wishes and whatever it may cost. But then right before, the day before she has to get married, she decides, oh, I'm not sure about this. She really felt off, and the minute she said that she didn't want to get married to this man, she realized how much that was true and how she had to back out before it was too late. So she ends up telling her mother and everyone and her fiance that she doesn't want to get married, she doesn't want to do anything, and this ends up with her leaving to California and starting up a new life there, I think. And so this is where we're at now, and she's just met this other man who apparently was left at the altar, so she feels a little bad about it and doesn't really know if she should tell the truth, which is one of my least favorite things. I think she should just come clean in the beginning, but she did say that she was engaged and now she's not any longer. She's not outright lying, but she could have said it. I know that he would probably not think, but I don't think ever you should start out anything with a lie like that. It doesn't make any good things, and it would just make a horrible thing happen later on in the book. I mean, I listened to an hour and a half of My Tai'd Up, but I am really tired now. I was home at 8:15 exactly, I think, and I just went because I had to go somewhere to buy some food, and we didn't eat together. I think my colleague was sick today with fever and stuff, so he was not feeling very well, and she just wanted to go home, and I definitely understand. The reason he couldn't leave is because he has the car or the truck that actually drives the exhibition stuff, so he couldn't really abandon us and go home, and so he just wanted to go home and relax, and he's not going to be there tomorrow. He took a sick leave day, and definitely deserving. He was not feeling well today, you could tell. So yeah, and so I went home, and the minute I got in, I got food, and I watched a handball game between Norway and Denmark, the first real test to this world championship. Norway has been really, really, really great the last couple of years. I think since, I want to say 2015-ish, they really had an upturning curve with their team on the men's side. The women's side have always been the best in the world, like, but the men has been lacking a little bit, and Denmark has always been the better team. But the recent years, Denmark has had a bit of a low, which is a bit unusual for us because we used to be just winning everything, like at least getting to some of the semifinals and the funny games. And I think we have the team, definitely. We do have the team to go all the way. They just have to play the best all the time so that they have to be able to do that. And today was amazing. Like, they played so well. Like, I think it was like 5 to 10 minutes towards the end that they fell a little in their level, because they were already pretty sure they were going to win. They were ahead with, I think, 8 or 9 goals at this point, and so it ended up with them being ahead only with 2 goals and with like 5 minutes to go, but then they stepped up and they ended up winning with, I think, 30-26. So it was pretty good, and definitely a great match that was deserving. And so yeah, that's what happened. Right now I'm contemplating going to bed so I can sleep and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I will continue my Tai'd up, and we'll see how far I get. I don't have to go to a birthday tomorrow evening. Bye. Hi friends, it's now Saturday and the Create Your Own Readathon has started. But before I get into any of that stuff, I am just gonna mention the things that I've read yesterday, because I didn't get to update you because I was really it was such a busy day and I didn't really have time to do much, and I am so tired still from the day before, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep yesterday either. I was home late, and but I did end up almost finishing my Tai'd Up, the 4th book in the cocktail series. I have half an hour left of the audio of that one, and yeah, it's pretty okay. It's definitely better than the 3rd book. I think I like this more than that one, so that's good. Otherwise, I listened to a bit of the Wrongful Death. This one, I finished. I read another 50 pages, so I'm happy about that. So that means I'm almost 100 pages into it. I am going to be listening to that a lot today, because it's one of those books that I want to finish this weekend. I haven't really been reading anything today yet. I've had a bit of a headache, and I slept at my parents' place, and then I thought about reading a little bit in the morning, but I didn't. So because my parents is in Copenhagen, and so they wanted someone to take care of their cat, and there's been a little bit of miscommunication between me and my sister, so we ended up both being there, but the cat woke me up at 3 wanting to get outside, and then I went back to bed and woke up at 7 and realized 4 hours had passed since I let the cat out. I felt really bad, ran up and opened and let the cat in again, and she gave her something to eat, and then I went back to bed for like half an hour, and she kept coming in to want to talk to me and to cuddle, and I tried letting her out again, but she wasn't really into that. So yeah, but I'm still really tired because I didn't get a full night's sleep, and yeah, hopefully I can do that tomorrow. Right now I am on my way outside. I'm gonna go downtown, look around. It's really cold outside, so I've just changed my pants to some other ones because I could feel the ones I was wearing yesterday was a bit cold. It's not like they were, it's just like a bit of a thinner material, so it was really cold. I think I might check to see if I have any coins so that I can put on a batch of laundry. I'm not sure if I have any coins left or if I have to get some. Yeah, I have coins but not the right ones, so I can't really wash anything right now. So that changed things. I will make sure to get some coins in town today so that I can put on a batch of laundry before. Yeah, I really need to do some laundry. I don't have a lot of pants left. And so yeah, that's needed. Anyway, I'm on my way out and I will see you around later. Bye. Hello. It's a little bit later. I have been outside for a bit. I listened to a bit of an audio. I don't know how far I got. Because I haven't checked. I just came home and then I read something. I went to get a coffee and lunch at my local coffee shop and just sat in there reading while I was eating. And so I think I read about 6% more of Lady of the Dead. I don't know. I think that's about it. And I don't know how much time I spent reading. I forgot to catalog it when I started it. But I think it was like 12:30 p.m. when I started. When I looked at it was like 12:25 or 12:35 when I started my lunch. And it's now 1:45, but I've also walked home and I talked to my sister for about 10 minutes at home here. So I think it was about 1:10 or 1:15 or something when I left. So I think I read at least an hour or something while I was there. So that's pretty good. And as I said, I've listened to an audio. I think I've listened to about a half an hour of the audio. I went for a bit of grocery shopping and stuff. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I haven't gotten money for my laundry. I forgot that. So I'll have to go to the store across the street to get some coins so that I can start it. And yeah, that's it. Right now I'm actually watching a documentary. It's called the story about Denmark, or the history about Denmark. This is a documentary series that was created by DR, Denmark's radio, who like our national television, and they made this. I don't know if it's 10 episodes or 12 episodes or something like that, with different time periods in history. So starting back with down in the Stone Ages, in the Ice Ages, as like before things were things, and how we came to be who we are today. And they're extremely interesting, and they're told and narrated by Lars Mikkelsen, who is Mads Mikkelsen's brother. He also won an Emmy this year, actually, for a part, and he's just really good at telling this story. He's like, and they've dramatized the things that happened, and then alongside they have the historians and archaeologists working on finding new things from the different time periods that adds to the story, and they're just really, really well told, and I love them. Right now it's about the Middle Ages, so like Iron Ages, Bronze Ages, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna watch the last part of that, and then I'll get back to reading afterwards, I think. So yeah, bye. Good morning. It is now Sunday. I forgot to do an update yesterday evening, but I actually ended up not reading as much as I thought I would. I was really not in a reading mood, and that's been my main issue all month, that or actually the last couple of months, that I haven't felt like picking up a book and sitting down to read. It's not a difficult thing for me to listen to an audio, but the whole sitting down to read thing is something that I'm struggling with a little bit. I did listen to a little bit of the Wrongful Death, but I am on page 126, so like not a whole lot of that yesterday. I ended up being halfway through The Lady of the Dead when I stopped reading yesterday. So I've read 20% of that because I was 14% of that because I was 36% in when I started reading, so not a whole lot again. This morning, however, I ended up reading a bit from Lady of the Dead. I've read for like an hour and a half this morning, and I'm now 72% through. So I hope that I can finish that at least today, but I am planning on going to visit my sister today because she called me and asked me if I wanted to join her because she was bored. And right now, her and my nephew are my kryptonite, so anything they say, I go there. So I'm just now getting around to get some breakfast, and then I will see. I need to just do some quick tidying up here, but we'll see. I also have to go to the gym today, so I told my sister I was only gonna be visiting her for a couple of hours, so I don't plan on being there for long. So a couple of hours, and then I'll have to go back, and I have to go for a training session, and then we'll see how much else I can end up reading. So if I can finish my audio and Lady of the Dead and possibly a graphic novel, I will be happy. I thought that I would have gotten back into this one yesterday because I was actually kind of excited to pick it up, but then something distracted me and I ended up not reading anything from that. So yeah, anyway, I am going to get my breakfast now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, I'm coming to you with a final update on Sunday for both the weekend this weekend, which I failed. I did not read at all what I planned on reading, like at all. I've been so incredibly lazy this weekend, and I haven't felt like reading. Sometimes you just have those days, but I read like 20 to 25% of my ebook, which is called Lady of the Dead, and I don't think I've checked in on what it's about in a while. I mean, I started it last weekend and told you a little bit about it, but I don't think I actually updated you again since finding out more about the work. I'm like 70% into it now. I'm really enjoying it. It's like sometimes you just miss reading urban fantasies and paranormal romances, sort of that type of genres. At least that's what it is to me, because it's easy and comfortable for me to read those type of books. I don't have to think a lot because there's not a lot of world building. It's more about these two different beings, and it's easier to get a grasp of the different type of beings than it is a whole world as well as different type of beings. So sometimes it's just really easy comfort type reads, and this is more in the, I would say, paranormal romance genre than it is urban fantasy. And if you are curious about the differences, I have a video that is quite old now, but this is actually one of my most watched videos anyway. Yeah, but it explains a little bit about the differences and how you can tell. And one of the things is this is told from multiple perspectives. That's like one of the giveaway. Like it changes between Gwen, who is this Lady of the Dead, who can see spirits and stuff, but there's also a lot more to her power than that, which I'm not going to go into a lot. I think it's spoilery. And then we have Caesar, or August, depending on who is naming him, who is like a warrior king, and he is yeah, they are going to be mating at some point, I guess. Yeah, but compared to other paranormal romances, this is not heavy on the romance yet. It has had like a bit, but if you compare it to No Rest for the Wicked that I read earlier this month, this is more plot focused, which is something I really enjoy. I always read paranormal romances for mostly the plot, and then as a side thing, the romance, if it's done well. And I think the romance in this one is okay. I think I really like Gwen, who is the main character, and I think that she's really strong, and I think that I like the way she deals with her situation, which is not easy. And I can't wait to see how it's all going to end up. It's kind of interesting, and I don't know if this series this series will continue, if it will continue following the same characters as Urban Fantasy does, or if it changes perspectives, as paranormal romance often does. Like, it tends to follow a new couple with every book. Anyway, so I like that one. Other than that, I have also made a good amount of progress in the Wrongful Death on Forkerte, which is the Danish title of it, and I am, as you can tell, over 2/3 of the way through. I think I'm on page 224 out of 317, I think. So about 100 pages left to go, and I've really been enjoying it. It's so fun being back with this world. And this one, as I said, it's about how this boy ends up dying, but is not supposed to die. And so Philip is in the other world, I don't know what you want to call it, to try and get him back, because shouldn't be there. But this takes him on a bit of a journey to different places. This one adds a little bit of Greek mythology and Norse mythology into the mix. But in this one, he travels to paradise to meet with God. And that's definitely interesting. Anyway, I had a lot of fun reading this. I think Kenneth, who is the narrator of Kenneth, the author, also narrates the books, and he does that really well. He has a pretty good reading voice, even if I think he could read it a little bit faster. I still really enjoy it, and I think it's a lot of fun. I'm happy I'm not listening to this in normal speed, because I actually had so many issues at one point when I was reading it. My app, I don't know if I pocket changed my position or something like that, but when I was to go back to reading, before I had found my location for where I was at the moment, it had put my current reading spot to like the end of the book, and it kept asking me if I wanted to read it. I was like, no, because I've not finished it. So I had to try and find this correct spot again, how far I'd gone, and it took forever. I couldn't get it to work on my phone, so I had to do it on my app on my iPad, and my iPad is synchronized with my phone. So when I opened the phone again, it asked if I wanted to change my position, because it found another location on another surface. Yeah, and so I said, yes, please, and it went back to the normal one. But it took me like 20 minutes to find the correct spot again. But yeah, those are the two things that I've been reading from this weekend, and it's not been as much as I wanted it to. Otherwise, today I went to the gym, because I have to 3 times a week. I've said that. It's part of my program. That's all I have. I went to visit my sister and my nephew today for like 3 hours, I think. I've been editing a lot of my statistics video. I've finished cutting everything off again. It's a week ago I started filming it and editing it last weekend, and now I'm currently at the moment where I've started to add my image layers, and it takes a while. I still have over half of the video to go, so yeah. Otherwise, over the week, if you remember, I finished 2 books. Yes, I finished The Fireman on Tuesday, I would say, by Joe Hill, which I rated. What did I rate it? 3 stars or 3.5 stars? I think I rated it 3.5 stars. It was good, but it was a little too long in my opinion. It could have been cut off a lot, but I definitely enjoyed it overall. Yeah, so I give that 3.5 stars. And then I finished Black Magic Sanction by Kim Harrison, the 8th book in the Hollow series, which I really enjoyed being back in, and I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. And so yeah, for next week I hope to finish, definitely hope to finish Lady of the Dead, which I have about 25% left of, and then I want to finish this one, which I think I will already tomorrow perhaps, and then I will finish my Tai'd up tomorrow because I only have half an hour left, so I know I'll finish that tomorrow. And then once I'm done with this one, I will pick up my Forkerte book, which is Small Gods. And once I finish the audio, my Tai'd up, I will either start the 100 by Cass Morgan because it's part of my science fiction project, or to have any more books that I didn't get to last month. I have to check if there's others that are like part of my mandatory things, because like I still have 1.5 weeks left, more than over a week left of my audio, so I could finish quite a bit, but yeah, I'll have to look through my books options tomorrow. After I finish Lady of the Dead, which I hope I will quite soon into the week, I think I'm gonna pick up my TBR unwrapping and start reading a story from that every day. Either that I'm gonna try and finish Guns of Avalon. I don't know. It would be so much easier if I was better at picking up my books. Anyway, this is all I had for you this week. I'm sorry about the lighting. I will talk to you again next week. Well, tomorrow, technically. But you won't see it until next week. So anyway, bye.